Hello friends, hello humanoids. This again is Rudolf of Germany speaking. I just showed you what you probably see very often yourself. Chemtrails. What are chemtrails and what is the purpose of your governments desperately spraying the sky with these chemicals? Most of you think, and this is also being told to the public through several different outlets, that the chemicals sprayed into the atmosphere are supposed to block the sun rays hitting Earth, and in this way working against global warming. This is not the truth. The truth is that your governments don't want you to know that a pole shift is very near, and that's why this story is being invented. The reality is the chemicals and also the aluminum particles, which are sprayed all over the atmosphere, are supposed to block the sun winds which bring radiation when the pole shift happens. This is a desperate try to survive or to save as many life forms on Earth as possible. It is a twofold experiment. First of all, the chemicals which are sprayed since several years onto this planet fall, of course, from the sky onto the surface of the Earth, cover the surface of the Earth all around the globe. So the life forms which live underneath, and there are many, supposed to have a chance of longer survival and not being radiated as if they would be radiated if these blocking aluminum and other substances would not have been sprayed. Secondly, once that is done and everything underneath the Earth is supposed to be protected, then they're trying to, for the first 6 months after the pole switch, fly as many airplanes into the sky and spray these kind of substances, so at least some of the world's population, human population and animal population who lives above ground, have a small chance to survive the shift and the first phase afterwards, so there will be some life left on this planet. It is a desperate try. It has really not enough chance to really work, because the pole shift itself takes about place over a period of 200 years, but the first 6 months to 1 year are really the one with the most radiation. And even the pilots flying will be in protective suits. There will, since it is impossible to have radio contact, there are no computers anymore, there are all the electronic means are going to be destroyed. There will be no coordination where and how and what pilots and engineers can do to really control the substances which they will distribute all around the atmosphere. It is you can probably say it is a hopeless aim, a hopeless try, just like if somebody builds a nuclear bunker and stores food in it and water for several months to survive a nuclear fallout. The problem is you might actually survive this nuclear fallout, but how long are you able to live underneath Earth or in a bunker? Eventually you have to come back out, and if the surface of Earth is contaminated, radiated for more than 10,000 years, the few weeks you lived underneath will not help you. It only will prolong the process of dying. And the same desperate try is being done when it comes to the pole shift. Human engineers, human politicians are trying to figure out what to do, how to survive themselves and some of the species on Earth. And that is one of the reasons you are experiencing these ridiculous situations of being slowly poisoned by chemtrails. And when the pole shift happens, you have to just accept your destiny, because there is no airplane in the world and there is no chemic in the world which can stay so long and so powerful up in the atmosphere that the radiation from the sun winds will not come true. Our system, the system we tall whites have, is the only system which might help. We have the substances which can protect the ones who are chosen to survive. We have, and that is the most important point, the specific locations where radiation will be very low, where people can, at least during the hours where there is no sunlight, can safely travel the surface, and eventually after 6 months to 1 year be able to venture out of these areas and resettle Earth. But this is beyond the means of average engineering, average science, to find these spots, to have computers able enough to put all the information in to get not only three-dimensional but four-dimensional information, and up into the future to see where exactly people supposed to be in this catastrophic event and what the outcome is months later. This information they don't have. So they're trying in a crude, almost medieval way to poison the world population with all kinds of chemicals. They take this also into account just to block some radiation from the sun, but the radiation of the sun is not going to be blocked because it's much stronger than what these airplanes can put out. And you just have to look up and you see that between the chemtrails there's so much space where radiation can go through that this is a hopeless aim. This said, I would like to leave you for the moment. In the future I will make some more videos on meditation, which people like very much. It will calm you down, it gives you the necessary focus of your mind, and out of these people who are particularly talented and focused and physically and mentally able, we will discuss later who of those will be allowed to enter these spaces which I'm talking about. The ones with the pyramid paper are right now being observed if their conduct is correct, and we will take some of them into another dimension. That's the difference, because we have to do some dimensional work also. If we shift some of them, of the elite, into another dimension, then they can already prepare things for the ones who are living in these special spots which we are creating, so that they, once they are there, can find a better future after the pole shift. It's a very complicated matter. I don't want to go deeply into it. I don't want to confuse your minds. I only want that you learn how to meditate, to clean your mind, so we can use you later for the time after the pole shift. Until then, bye-bye.